This is a much younger and much more intense me wearing some Lorica Hamata. This was a type of mail armour worn by Romans, and here's a brief overview of it. To start with, this was worn by Romans, but it wasn't invented by Romans. Exactly who invented it, that's up for debate. Some have said it was the Celts, others have said that it came from further east. In either case, the Romans took advantage of this armour and adopted it as early as the 3rd century BC. It was made using iron rings, which meant that it gave pretty good overall protection, particularly against any slashing. Anything that coming across you, well, those rings were going to give you great protection against that. And as for other types of weapons used against you, well, there's some debate there, particularly when it came to arrows. Some have argued that this gave full-on protection. Others have said up close, well, an arrow is going to get through you. This armour gave good overall protection, which is why it was used for the number of centuries that it was. This was, as I said, first thought of as being used in the 3rd century BC, but it was continued through and into the imperial period. It was durable, and once you had it, there wasn't that much that could go wrong with it. If you think about the Lorica segmentata, well, that had to be maintained, and even the squamata, that too had to have some maintenance. This doesn't need a great deal of maintenance. The only real downside to it was the weight. And again, there's been a lot of speculation and debate over exactly how heavy it was. But the general consensus is a figure of around 12 kilograms, which is quite a lot over the course of a day's use in it. And trust me, even though I was in peak physical condition here, just wearing it a day around a museum was, pretty tiring. I had to have a lot of cake and a fair few cups of tea. Intensity aside, if you like this kind of content, please click follow.